Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Orion. Orion is a name we get from Greek mythology, but you might also know it better as the starry constellation. In any case, the two are intertwined. In ancient Greek mythology, Orion was a huntsman of gigantic proportions whom Zeus placed in the sky, hence the constellation. There are varying legends of Orion since Greek mythology was essentially a set of oral narratives recounted and passed down for centuries before the written word and organized religion came into play. Therefore, as with many mythological legends, there are varying accounts of Orion. He was generally recognized as a hunter and a hero. Orion offended Leto when he threatened to hunt down and kill every animal and beast on earth, and so she sent a giant scorpion to sting him in the heel, thus killing him. Zeus complied, but he also placed the scorpion among the constellations to venerate the hero hunter. The easiest way to locate the constellation in the night sky is by first identifying Orion's belt, which is discernible by 3 bright stars in a row. The brightest star in the night sky, Sirius, is also sometimes called Orion's dog, the pooch who apparently accompanied Orion on his many hunts. The etymology of the name Orion is uncertain. It comes from the Greek rho omeganu, which may have been borrowed from a now-defunct Assyrian-Babylonian language spoken in ancient Mesopotamia. In this case, the name would be derived from Uana, which means the light of heaven. See literary references below for more information on Orion. Personality of the boy named Orion. The number 8 personality has everything to do with power, wealth, and abundance. Somehow, this personality has been blessed on the material plane, but their authoritative and problem-solving traits provide evidence that their good fortunes are not just the luck of the lottery. They are well-earned. This is the personality of CEOs and high-ranking military personnel. 8s are intensely active, hard-driving individuals. Success is only meaningful to them after a job well done. They are remarkable in their ability to see the larger picture right down to the smallest details and organize a strategy around success. They then have the ability to direct a group around them toward any goal and realize individual potential to get the most out of their team. Orion is definitely an exotic name, but it does date back to the 19th century in America. In the late 1800s, Orion was on the charts now and again, but at extremely low levels of popularity that he was barely detectable. By the turn of the 20th century in 1900, the name dropped completely from sight. In the past almost 20 years, Orion has advanced a remarkable 500+ positions on the charts. His popularity is still moderately low, but he's at the peak of his game right now. American parents are now more than ever embracing these unusual and therefore unique names. We like the heaven's light etymology best, particularly since your sun is the light of your heavens. By conjuring up the mighty giant hunter of mythology, we also see this name as one of strength and courage, keeping the heavens and other constellations safe. The starry Orion is most visible to those of us residing in the northern hemisphere in the winter months, making it an interesting name choice for winter babies. Or if your baby is born under the sun sign Scorpio, you could use this name to balance things out. Quick facts on Orion. Gender, boy. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 399. Simple meaning, heaven's light. Characteristics of Orion. Problem solver, powerful, tough, authoritative, wealthy, tenacious, achiever. Cultural references to the baby name Orion. Literary characters of the baby name Orion. L'Orion is an opera by Italian composer Francesco Cavalli, first performed in Milan, Italy, in 1653. The goddess Diana, Greek equivalent, Artemis, and her nymphs are preparing for the festival of Apollo on the island of Delos. They are horrified to see 2 men, Orion and Philottero, swimming ashore, but divert them away to another section of the island. Orion needs the god Apollo's help to restore his eyesight, however, Cupid is able to do this himself. Having a strong dislike for her brother god Apollo, Venus, Greek equivalent, Aphrodite, wants to disrupt the festivities and so devises a plan to make Diana fall in love with Orion. As Orion and Philoterro sleep to restore their strength, before leaving, Cupid fires an arrow at Diana, putting Venus's plan into effect. Although Diana feels guilty about her love for the mortal Orion, Orion is all for it. Apollo, however, is furious that his sister should love a mortal, and he tricks her into killing Orion with her bow as he is swimming in the sea. This rouses the sea god Neptune's Greek equivalent, Poseidon, anger, and he raises a storm to destroy the island and the gods as punishment for killing his son, Orion. Jove, Greek equivalent, Zeus, finally restores peace by placing Orion in the heavens and turning him into a constellation. As mentioned above, Greek mythology is a set of narratives passed down orally for centuries before being written down. Also, legends varied geographically and were enhanced by the mythologies of other close-dwelling cultures. As such, there are often several mythological stories for one character. In the opening paragraph above, we gave you one such legend. Herein, we will give you more. In all cases, however, Orion is depicted as a giant, mighty hunter. In one account, he falls in love with Merope, the daughter of Enopion, who ruled the island of Chios. When Enopion refused his daughter's hand in marriage, Orion got drunk and violated the girl nonetheless. In angry retaliation, Enopion blinded Orion and expelled him from the island. After having his sight restored, Orion returned to Chios to take vengeance on Enopion. Unable to find his former nemesis, Orion then joined Artemis and her followers of the hunt. This is where the legends diverge. In one account, Apollo, jealous of his sister's attention to Orion, asks Gaia, earth goddess, to send the scorpion. In another account, Apollo tricks his sister Artemis into killing Orion with her bow by challenging her to hit a distant target, which, unbeknownst to her, was Orion swimming in the seas. Still other versions say Orion chased the Pleiades, known as the Seven Sisters, and that they were all placed as constellations in the sky by the sea god Poseidon along with Sirius, Orion's hunting dog. Finally, in one narrative, Orion is the son of Hyrieus, who himself was the son of Poseidon and one of the Pleiades. He asked for a son. The gods responded by urinating on a sacrificial bull's hide and then buried it in the earth. 9 months later, out sprung Orion. As a result of this legend, some etymologists believe the Greek name Aurion, of auron, means urine, from a root word meaning to rain, drip. What's interesting is that most animals urinate to mark and define their territorial boundaries. A similar Greek word horion means boundaries, limits. Popular songs on Orion. Orion in the Sky, a song by Sean Colden, a song by Vangelis, Orion the Hunter, Sword of Orion, a song by the god Ophels, a song by Prince, a song by Symphony X, Orion, the Arms of Orion. Orion P. Howe, Union drummer boy and Medal of Honor recipient for his participation in the American Civil War. Orion Clemens, younger brother of Mark Twain and first Secretary of the Nevada Territory.